Greetings to you all, and welcome to Command & Conquer Tiberian Sun Skirmish mode. Now, Skirmish is a mode that is suitable for up to 8 players, and so it seems only prudent that I put myself against 7 AIs. Yes, that's the kind of person that I am. Welcome to Skirmish. Part 1 of a 2-part series. I'll be playing one game as GDI, one game as Nod, with another touch of variety mixed in. For those of you who don't know, Skirmish is essentially multiplayer games against the AI. You start with an MCV and a small detachment of units if you so please. Your opponents stop at the same, or their factional equivalent. And then you have to build up a base nice and quick and duel it out. Simple stuff. Now then, for the first game, I'm going to be playing as a GDI. I'm going to be playing as gold, because GDI are always gold. We know the rules. And I'll be tinkering with the settings a little bit. The idea of turning off bases is hilarious, but we won't do that. We're going to turn off crates. I don't like random RNG thrown into my games. I like a deterministic behavior. So we get rid of that. Keep Fog of War off. It's how Command & Conquer usually functions, so we'll stick that. Bridge destroyables seems normal. You can't usually do any of this. Don't even know what this does. And this makes it so that engineers capture buildings red alert style. I mean, you need sort of 4 engineers to capture a building instead of 1. But that's not standard fare for Tiberian Sun, so we'll leave all that default. Unit count, 1. You start with an MCV, nothing else. I don't want to start with a random small army. That's weird. Credits, 10,000. Fine, whatever. Tech level, aha. Welcome to my other variety. So for one of these games, my GDI or my Nod game, I'm going to play with super weapons, and one I'm going to play without. And basically the way you turn super weapons off is you do that. Tech level determines what unit you can build. So down here, you're basically stuck on light infantry, and up here you have access to everything, iron cannon included. If you tick it down a notch to 9, you lose the iron cannon, you lose the hunter-seeker drone, Mammoth, and Ghost Stalker. I think that's it. Everything else is available. So it's just those limited units and the super weapons that you lose. Got to do one game like this and one game on 10. Why am I doing my tech level 9 as GDI? Because tech level 10's a damn sight harder, trust me. And I need Nod for that. AI level? Hard, of course. This isn't hard like campaign hard, where my units are incredibly brittle and weak. This just makes the AI a bit smarter. Maximum players. Game speed, 5, I think. 6 is clown speed. 5 is faster, 4 is fast. I usually play on 4, but this is going to take a while, so we'll play on 5. Right, let's choose a map. This game does have the ability to create pseudo-randomly generated maps. I don't know if they're particularly good or fair, but I'm just going to pick one of the pre-built maps. What's a good name? Super Bridgehead Redux. I like that. Redux suggests it's been improved from what it once was. We'll have that. Right, looks like we're ready. Let's crack on. Okay, so welcome to attempt number 6. Yep, 6. This isn't as easy as I had hoped it would be, but it's about as difficult as I thought it would be. So step 1, we need to start getting a good flow of money coming in. Now, as you might imagine, in this game, it's going to be a long one, and we are going to need substantial funding throughout. So we may as well crack on with that.
Construction complete. New construction options.
I found multiple refineries is good. It's not that I'm desperate for funds at the minute, but I will need the funds later, so why not start early? Just checking where in the map I am. Like I say, I've played this before 6 times. Well, 5 times before. So I've learnt the map a little bit by now. And I'm in the top right corner, which is pretty good, I would say. I just scouted out with some infantry, but it's pretty good. The top right corner is quite well protected. but there's not too much Tiberium. But we'll make it work. It's alright. If I recall, there's a bridge in the bottom right. The road leads to it. Yep.
Training.
I'm just going to reveal all of the fog because... I don't know, OCD. I can try and make up a strategic reason for you if you want.
Construction.
I'm worried I might get attacked by hovercraft, so I need to reveal the whole coastline. There you go.
Building.
It's become a recurring plan in my attempts. You're not going to see the failed attempts, but become a bit of a recurring plan that I always destroy the bridges surrounding me. Oh, I forgot about that bridge. I'll destroy that one too.
New construction options. Building.
I know there is a land route to the top left. You can see that Tiberium in the top left of the screen right now. Yeah, over here.
Unit ready.
There is a land route here. There's actually two land routes. You can go via the cliffs or you can go via the low ground above it. Both are full routes that I can't seal off. But that's fine. That's going to be my direction of travel when I go to attack, and that's where all the enemies are going to come from, so I can build my defenses pointing in that direction. Make sure we get a good clear scout ahead of that.
Construction.
On reflection, I rushed the radar a bit too soon, but I like to see what I'm doing, okay?
Building. Building.
Apologies if the scrolling is a bit laggy. I think it's due to the resolution. I suppose I should explain about the resolution quickly. You may be wondering why I'm playing on the higher resolution. A couple of reasons. Number one, it gives me a tactical advantage, which I need. Number two, in my very first attempt, I tried to play on the classic 800 by 600 resolution I did the campaign in, and it's basically impossible to finish
Building.
a mission,
Building.
a skirmish that goes over sort of 45 minutes,
New construction options.
because the game just crashes.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
We saw it a lot in the campaign, right? It crashes on the other draw mode. So now we're back to the default draw mode, which lets me see
Building.
far and wide.
Construction complete.
I'm going to set up an awful lot of base defenses. That's really the plan here. Remember, this is a free-for-all, so in theory the enemies will attack each other. In practice they won't. But in theory,
Construction complete.
they might. Well, okay, I'm lying. They will attack one another. But every time I've tried this,
Building.
there's been some oddities.
Construction
And
complete.
I suspect we're going to see the same.
Building.
So the plan is simple. At the front line, we're going to be arming it with RPG turrets.
Construction
And I'll probably
complete.
sprinkle in a few Vulcans here and there. And then throughout the rest of the base, some sites you do get harassed by aircraft and by jump jet infantry.
Building.
So we need to be prepared for that. I think I might put RPG on the lower side.
Complete.
Yeah.
Building.
Again, that's really in case I get attacked by hovercraft or amphibious APCs.
Unit ready. Construction complete. Unit
You can get
ready.
caught off guard by that kind of thing if you're too focused on the actual land
Unit
path.
ready. Unit ready. Building.
Unit-wise, I'm just making a nice mix of... It's primarily going to be Titans and light infantry. I feel that's a good,
Construction complete.
cheap mix that can hold most things back. You got most angles covered with that.
Building. Construction complete.
You might be thinking, why doesn't he just tech up and
Building.
get the disruptors? Well, you know, all in good time.
Construction complete.
In some of my previous attempts, I have been attacked very early by very powerful strike forces. So I'm going to rush out some early units.
Unit ready. Building.
If we don't need them, we don't need them, that's fine.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Unit ready.
In my experience, though, the Disruptors, although they're probably the single best
Complete.
unit I have,
Building.
the problem I have with them is that I can't intermix them with other units because of the friendly fire. It has to be just Disruptors. And that leaves me very vulnerable to
Construction complete.
things like air, but also big swarms of infantry.
Building. Building.
Now, I'm going to wall the base off. It's the first time I've ever done this,
Ready.
but last time
Building.
when I played, and I nearly,
Cannot deploy
well,
here. Building.
I'd say I nearly won, but that's not true.
Cannot deploy here.
I didn't die instantly, alright?
Cannot deploy here.
And then I got destroyed by some flame tanks that I'm burrowed around the back. And I thought I'd taken precautions because I paved my base, but they just
Unit
burrowed
ready. Construction
slightly further away than I was expecting, and yeah,
Building.
didn't end so well. So this
Cannot
time I'm going to go for the
deploy here.
walls approach. That should keep out any potential flame tanks.
Building. Unit ready. Construction complete. Building.
A few other things I need for security. I need a mobile sensor array in order to detect stealth, in case stealth tanks come. And also it will detect burrowed units that come, which should give me a bit of forewarning
Building.
and not have a repeat of last time.
Unit ready. Cannot
Last time that you'll
deploy
never
here.
see, but it's traumatic for me, alright?
Building. Cannot deploy here.
So I'm going to start with the walls, and then I'm just going to pave everything within the
Cannot
walls.
deploy here.
Can't be having that, let's tidy that up.
Construction
Lovely.
complete. Building.
Intersplicing some hover MLRSs because they are my anti-air.
Building.
Anti-air choices are a bit limited for GDI. Obviously the SAM upgraded component towers are pretty good for bases,
Construction complete.
but beyond the base, what are you supposed to use? We don't have rocket infantry,
Building. Unit ready.
kinda limited to the hovers. And you do need some anti-air. There's not too much air in this game, but
Unit
you don't
ready.
want
Insufficient
a handful of
funds.
jump jet infantry just chasing you around the map and
Building.
picking at you for the whole time.
Construction complete. Unit
Don't mind all
ready.
that explosions and death you can hear.
Building.
Just the AI fighting one another.
Building.
It's paving time.
Building. Construction complete.
So I'm going to deliberately leave a hole open at the front if you're wondering why I haven't finished off my walling. I don't want to make a narrow choke at the front because I don't want to slow my harvesters down.
Unit ready.
I also don't want to pave in front of that properly tarmacked road because I don't want to prevent my Tiberian growth.
Building.
This is a nice base we got.
Building.
As I just casually talk whilst there are people screaming their death cries off in the corner. But that's alright, we'll just ignore them.
Building. Building. Building.
Have you ever seen a more secure base?
Building. Building.
Should probably deploy that, shouldn't I?
Construction complete. Building. Building.
I find they tend to work better when they're deployed. Here we go.
Building. Building. Building.
Expensive single tile of pavement, but it's worth it, trust me.
Building.
Time for the scan. Looks like we're secure.
Cancelled.
While I was paving, I did notice there was a SAM site I hadn't completed around the back, so we'll just
On hold.
finish that up now. Another harvester, because I'm feeling flush.
Training. Unit
We have all this blue Tiberium, we may as well make use of it.
Unit ready.
Generally speaking, the blue Tiberium is in between bases, so it ends up getting contested. two of my harvesters just AFK?
Unit ready.
Okay, well, they're AI bugged. So I don't know
Unit
what causes
lost.
this, but this happens. As far as I can tell, they're trying to get to some Tiberian patch, and they won't listen to orders anymore. It's the only thing that interests them. But I've never found a way to free a harvester that's become... I'm just going to call it AI bugged. And so those two are just gone forever now, so that's good.
Unit lost.
Probably going to have to build some more harvesters momentarily.
Unit ready.
Now, since I expect this match to go on for a long time, it's important that I secure the Tiberium trees more than anything else. The ability for Tiberium to regrow is very important.
Unit ready.
Well, I only have the one. I have that patch of Tiberium up left, which is good money, but won't last forever. This is a potential for the future, but someone's clearly been harvesting this. That is not a natural Tiberium pattern. It's probably in my best interest to defeat whoever's here and secure this tree
Unit
for
ready.
future funding. Alright, purple. Pink? Purple? It's purple, I think. It's purple, okay. We found our target.
Unit lost.
We've got quite a nice looking army too. Attacking too early is folly in these skirmishes. It never works. Built a second sensor array because when we attack Nod bases, they're going to have stealth generators. And when I built it, I didn't know if we were going to be playing against, well, immediately attacking Nod or GDI.
Training.
It turns out it's GDI, so I don't actually need it, and it was a waste. But never mind.
Unit ready.
It's important that we secure our
Training.
first additional Tiberium
Unit
tree.
ready. Unit ready.
That's a pretty scary army.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Could pick off the harvesters here, but I want to just crush the base. I don't want to starve them out.
Unit
We need to
ready.
be quick. Enforce down a narrow choke is kind of annoying, especially when I can see an RPG turret on the other side, but I'd like to think one turret can be defeated, or even if it has a Vulcan backing it up. Let's focus a little bit. This is why I bought the MLRSs. We can actually shoot down the aircraft. I see that blue harvester. That's not to do with this base. The blue's also somewhere nearby.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
I'll show purple the folly of his ways of quick ticking up to disruptors. It's not going to work.
Unit lost.
And in we go. Now the AI will very quickly rebuild
Unit
base
lost.
defenses that I destroy.
Unit ready.
So it's quite good to kill the Vulcan turret first, even though it's against your instincts. Because then the AI will waste time rebuilding the Vulcan turret instead of rebuilding the RPG turret.
Unit lost.
Again, I'm going to destroy that component tower with no head on it,
Unit lost.
because then the AI will have to rebuild the component tower.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Destroying the construction yard is permanent damage. That's what we're here for.
Unit lost.
We're playing on tech level 9, so they can't rebuild their MCV. Nothing will let them rebuild their MCV. That's locked by tech level 10.
Unit lost.
is that purple has now permanently lost their ability to replace buildings, and now they permanently lost their ability to build vehicles. If I take the barracks out too, they're basically dead. Great. Okay, so this player is basically defeated. Even if I lose all of my units here, it's fine. There are a few other targets I'd like to take out if I can. It's good to take out the refineries because they're going to be eating my precious Tiberium. I'd like to eat that myself. Let's not fight anywhere near that thing, with no reason to go over there. So destroying refineries is good, because that will preserve the Tiberium for me. Also good to take out any helipads if we find them, because they can still build aircraft, although generally the AI won't. If the helipad is occupied, they will just stick with the one helicopter. Sometimes they have two, but I think it's because we destroy one helipad, one becomes homeless. But the point is, a helicopter on a helipad can keep rearming and keep attacking, and it's annoying. But I'm not seeing a helipad, and I'm not seeing any threats whatsoever here. There is a helipad. It's top left. I can't get to it, it's protected by a lot of component towers. Double RPGs. It's fine, we got all of the refineries, so even if they attack us with the orcas, and then if they attack our base with them, we'll just blow them up, and then they'll rebuild them, and we'll blow them up again, and eventually they'll run out of money because they've got no refineries left. It's all good. Purple is dead. And that means the Tiberium tree above the base is secure. The Tiberium tree inside the base is not secure because there's component towers everywhere, but that's fine, we don't need that yet. We're still living off of our blue Tiberium and that little green patch above the base. And we nip this purple opponent in the bud before he could become a threat. Good times. And here comes red. To steal my glory. Now that all the hard work is done, he shows up. He's going to lose miserably, isn't he? He's not even going to destroy a single building. Yeah, good work, Red. It was all you, dude. I can't help but notice this blue harvester. And if he's thinking of eating my Tiberium, I need to have words. I just need to have words with my own harvesters that have on strike. Basically building two harvesters to replace the two that are stuck. But in a level like this, don't be afraid to build a lot of harvesters.
Harvester under attack.
As is always the way, attacking blue's harvester forces blue to send units to come and fight me.
Training.
We know where blue's base is, it's below ours, but the bridge is out. So the only thing that can realistically get to me are the hovers. I'm just going to let red destroy the rest of purple's base. I have no interest in that. If he wants to lose 20 tick tanks to the base defences, that works for me. Eventually purple will get cleared out and it will stop red from ever attacking me because he has to go through an army of component towers. So I'll take that. Wounded soldiers are back. I'm building them a service depot. They deserve it.
Insufficient funds.
So blue's in a bit of an interesting position here, AI-wise. His harvester is actually trying to get to my Tiberium tree. So I presume he has vision of that Tiberium, and his own Tiberium has run out. So he's trying to harvest that. Curses, he developed a brain. Let's get him.
Construction complete.
Wait. Let's heal up. I'll get him in a minute. Hang on. I'm not going to send everyone over to the repair station because I want to go and get him. That'll do. So as I understand it, the first harvester saw my Tiberium tree and was coming for that because presumably his own supply ran out. And then we blew him up. But then the second harvester, I'm guessing, because the first harvester drove over it,
Unit ready.
is now aware of the blue Tiberium, the shared
Training.
Tiberium.
Unit ready.
He's also aware of this Tiberium, it seems.
Unit ready.
Alright, mate. Best of luck.
Unit ready.
That's ambitious. I like it. Nothing wrong with a little ambition. But yes, Blue's Tiberium patch is definitely out. It's probably a tree like mine, and it's just...
Unit
It's all
ready.
been harvested, and he's too impatient to wait for it to regrow.
Preparing.
So he's looking for a second source.
Unit prepared. Unit ready.
But I can't let him have my blue Tiberium. I'll set out in a minute.
Insufficient funds.
We'll set up a defense. Obviously, the thing that frightens me is that when I start blowing up his harvesters, he's going to send his army after me. But yeah, the blue Tiberium is running out. I can't let him take it.
Preparing.
If I let him have 2 or 3 trips of Tiberium, that's 2 or 3 trips of Tiberium I don't have, and that's blue Tiberium. I want it. Give it.
Unit prepared.
As I said before, I'm probably going to stick on the sort of
Building.
light infantry, Titan, hover combination. I just think it's the best. In small numbers,
Unit
disruptors
ready.
are better for sure, but in these massive fights, the friendly fire is just... it's a killer. I can't take it. And, you know, I think maybe I underestimated Titans a little bit. They're very good for their cost. They're very cheap. Surprisingly cheap.
Unit ready.
Okay. So we've got one person bottom right of us. I mean, I kind of know where the base spawns are. Not perfectly, but near enough. You sneaky so-and-so.
Unit
Because
ready.
I'm guarding the blue, he's going around to the green. You swine, I'm not having that.
Unit ready.
This is pretty good though. If blue is that... wow, that's enough harvesters, is it, mate? If blue is that determined to steal my Tiberium, then he must first really be out. He probably only has 1 tree, like I said earlier. But if he just keeps sending harvesters to my Tiberium and I just keep picking them off, he's going to be broke soon enough.
Unit ready.
Or if not broke, he's just going to be low on funds. He'll probably still have 1 harvesting
Construction.
his tree, but
Building.
you know, it helps, right?
Building. Training. Unit ready.
It always makes me worry when I just hear explosions going off.
Building.
I have no idea what it's to do with. Anyway, I gotta prep some bombers.
Construction complete.
And here's my idea. Firstly, let's get the placement perfect. Secondly, I'll explain my idea. If I get enough bombers, and I don't know how many is enough, I'm gonna go for, I think, 6. If I get 6 bombers, and then I reveal someone's base, what happens if I just send 6 bombers to bomb the construction yard?
Building. Insufficient funds.
I mean, serious question.
Building.
Even if all 6 bombers die, if they blow up the construction yard, as I said before, that is permanent damage. There's nothing they can do about that. And I don't think a couple of SAM sites is going to do more than shoot down maybe 1 bomber. And I'd like to think 5 bombers could take down a con yard. After which I'll just do another bombing run and take out the war factory, and then maybe a 3rd one to take out a barracks, and that's a player dead. This is a new tactic, by the way. I've not tried this before in any of my previous attempts. I've never really been so secure in my base as I am this time.
Unit ready.
It's a lot of money to do this attack, but I don't know, it's got potential. Good on your red. You mop up that filthy purple. Now, every time I've played this, where I haven't just died instantly, something interesting has happened with the AI in the closing stages of the game. We'll see if it happens again. I'm just going to leave it as a little teaser like that.
Training. Unit
I
ready.
can't build bombers. I don't have a tech center, right?
Building.
I knew the tech center did something other than just disruptors.
Unit ready.
Well, hello. Nobody wanted that Tiberium then. I have no intention of fighting Red. He's doing a good job. Leave him to it.
Unit ready.
I'll kill those though.
Construction complete.
I don't care what they're being used for. No one is allowed artillery. You know the rules.
Unit ready.
I hear stealth. Very scary. I see a bridge that most likely goes to red. Do I want to cross a bridge? Against a Nod with artillery? Probably not.
Unit ready.
Maybe we just kill this harvester. Maybe we can... Why is he coming from below as well? Bit strange. Maybe we can just hold here and starve him. Might be better. I don't like pushing into artillery.
Unit ready.
You can get through it with numbers, but you take losses. A lot of losses. And at this point in the game, there's still basically 7 players in the game because purple's as good as dead. I need to be playing efficient. I need to worry about myself, not just harming my opponent. Self-preservation is more important. So we'll just starve him for a bit.
Building.
Alright, interesting attack force there. I've got 3 infantry. What should we send? How about 4 guys with bazookas? Now, by real world logic, that's fine, but
Unit ready.
by game logic, it's just not going to work. Ugh, 1 artillery. Can I get close enough to... Not like that, I can't.
Unit lost.
I don't want to fight an artillery. Oh, if it's only 1, I can just bum rush the thing, though.
Building.
I mean, if the base is this poorly defended, I may as well go in. My detection range is not what I thought it was on that thing.
Unit ready.
I'm used to playing on lower resolution.
Unit
Back to
ready.
plan A, let's just kill all the harvesters. Back to plan B, let's attack, so we can get to the harvesters. Seems he doesn't have a stealth generator, he just has a couple of stealth tanks.
Unit ready. Cannot deploy here.
Where's the obelisk? We knew there was going to be one. Be real here.
Close unit.
Maybe I can take out the power.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Let's just bum rush that obelisk. I was going to go for the power plants there, but it's too risky. What if I kill those 2 power plants? Kill is probably not the right word. But what if I destroy those 2 power plants, and then he still has power? I just wasted all that time. Whoa, priority target. Hey, he does have a stealth generator. Who knew?
Unit lost.
Right, so same as before then. He's lost his construction yard. He's lost his war factory. If I take out the Hand of Nod as well, then he's lost all of his production capabilities.
Cloak unit detected.
Right, this guy's basically dead. Helipads would be a good hit too.
Unit
I'm not going to
lost.
last very long because there's a lot of rocket infantry. I'll say a lot, there's 2.
Cloak unit detected. Unit
Okay,
ready.
beautiful. This guy is dead. He's just a corpse. Hanging on.
Cloak unit detected.
But he can't do anything. I'm just going to run. I got no reason to fight these guys. Get my guys a nice
Unit
repair.
lost.
That is fantastic. It's never gone so well.
Building.
Back to the bombers.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
And if you're wondering why that went so well, it's because the Nod decided only to build one artillery. What a fool. What an idiot.
Construction complete.
It's like he's never played the game before.
Building. Construction complete. Building.
Why are there still blue harvesters coming for me? Some people never learn.
Unit ready.
Don't rest on your laurels, though. Based on everything else I've seen from previous attempts, it will get harder. You might think, well, I'm crushing people and my army's just growing in size. Surely it gets easier. No, it gets harder.
Ready. Insufficient funds.
Wonder what was over that bridge. Well, you may never know. I did think that Red's base was over that bridge, but not sure why Blue felt the need to blow up that
Unit ready.
friendly civilian vehicle. I only just caught a glimpse of it. I'm not too sure what it was. Was it a caravan? If so, that's understandable. But it may have been a pickup truck. It was one of the two. It was some white vehicle anyway. Okay, Red has truly given up. He's sold all of his buildings.
Unit ready. Unit prepared.
Let's go take a gander what was over this bridge after all. I mean, I saw a red harvester coming from it, which is why I thought that was base. Oh. Well, that's another perfectly good reason for a harvester to be coming across this bridge, I guess. Here is a little pocket patch of blue Tiberium. How fortunate for you, Red. I suppose it was kind of contested between you and Purple. Balanced. Bit of a traffic jam here.
Preparing.
Red, why are you still a thorn in my side even after you've been defeated?
Unit
Right.
prepared.
Can I kill one infantry? See how this goes? Perfect.
Preparing.
Dare I face two more? Bit risky.
Unit prepared. Preparing.
He's a bit too healthy for my tastes. You gotta know your limits.
Unit prepared.
So the army's looking good.
Preparing. Unit prepared. Preparing. Unit prepared.
I think next I'm gonna go for blue. Blue should be weak. I've destroyed so many harvesters. Which means I'm not gonna need my stealth detection. But that's a pretty imposing army. I'll use my bombers this time. That'll be blue. Will you just pack it in, man? Oh god, some people never learn.
Training. Unit ready.
I like to make sure I'm always just producing. I have a lot of money, a lot of money. So I'm just gonna build anything that takes my fancy.
Unit ready.
It's just gonna be the same stuff. Light infantry for killing infantry, Titans for the main bulk of the army, and then sprinkle in some hovers for the anti-air. Honestly, I may even be able to skip the light infantry and just go with stepping on people as a plan, but I don't know, light infantry is so cheap. And when I'm just attacking through a base, I don't really like to take all of my Titans and just make them walk forwards.
Unit ready.
I like to just focus on attacking the enemy.
Ready. Unit ready.
Right, those guys are outsmarted. Fantastic.
Training.
And if you're wondering why I'm not building disc throwers, it's because I don't want my whole army to combust spontaneously.
Unit ready.
They'll do more damage to my own side than they will to the enemies. And we'll get some disruptors. They're a fun unit. And I think we finally secured the economy to support them. And I would say my borders are safe because I've killed 2 of my nearest allies, and hopefully this will finish off the 3rd nearest ally. Okay, middle right you could say is a near ally, but I've destroyed the bridge. Middle right is now miles away. Ah, bombers. Retarget. Retarget again. All of the base defenses wiped. Yes. I mean, near enough. Good effort. I mean, it's not the plan. I was going to bomb the Conyard, but
Unit lost.
opening a path for the main army is just as good, I feel. Put it this way, the Conyard is going to die as a result of the bombing, so good enough.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
This is what I mean with the light infantry. It's just nice to have them
Unit lost.
mop up all of the loose infantry that spawn from the building
Unit
destruction.
lost. Unit lost.
I see a Conyard. I also see a barracks. If I take out the barracks and the Conyard, then this is done for.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
I mean, I think this is done for anyway. This is a lot of units inside his base.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Gotta hand it to him though, he did build a
Unit lost.
hell of a lot of RPG turrets.
Lost. Unit ready. Building.
Okay, made the switch into disruptors. I mean, they're still gonna suffer from anti-air, but we'll make it. We'll have some fun with them. Don't worry.
Unit lost.
I'll warn you again. It looks like it's all going really smooth and easy. Don't. Something happens, and I can't explain it. What the hell are you doing here?
Funds.
I can't explain it. I don't know why it happens. Maybe someone can explain in the comments for me, because I genuinely don't know. But I'm sure it will happen. And when it happens, I'll point it out. But until it happens, we'll keep it a mystery. Gotta keep that magic alive somehow. This is a tree, right? Yes, another tree secured. Though this tree is miles away. It is a tree, if we get desperate.
Training.
And we may get desperate.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Seems like I've just not been attacked very much this game. Very much at all. Usually I get attacked an awful lot more than this. New challenger arrives. We'll have that. Dark blue is basically dead at this point, so... I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to weaken sky blue. If it just falls into my lap like that. Yes, yes, you're very angry at me because I killed your harvester, I know.
Unit lost.
Very good, you avenged it.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Now, originally I brought this sensor array with me because I thought the next opponent, sky blue. What are you guys doing? Oh, as the crow flies, this is the bunch of bikers in town. As the crow flies, this is the nearest Tiberian patch, so they're trying to harvest this one because their current patch is empty. They don't realise the bridge is out, so that's actually miles away. That's what's happening here. Basically, it's what Dark Blue did to me when he was trying to get to my Tiberian. But it's happening in reverse now. It's just the AI of the harvesters.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
But yes, as I was saying, I brought the sensor array with me because I didn't know what my next opponent was going to be. I didn't even know it was going to be light blue, but now I know it's light blue. I also know he's GDI because he attacked me with disc throws. So I don't really need the stealth detection. But there was a chance he was going to be Nod. It's 50-50. It didn't pan out. I should probably pick off these 2 infantry there, so I secure that Tiberian tree. Our blue's actually defeated, he's out the game, he hasn't even got a light infantry anywhere. In this game, you don't get defeated in skirmish until all of your units are dead. It's not like some other RTSs where if you lose all your buildings, it's game over. It's not like that. You have to lose all of your units. Even if you have just a harvester that can't even fight back, you're still in the game. Okay, this is pretty secure. Oh, right, that artillery. 1 artillery is pretty scary, we'll leave that be. Well, green is Nod, orange is Nod. We're learning. You know what? I think we will not deal with this. Let's go and fight that sky blue on the right. We'll destroy this bridge. We can always repair the bridge later if we want to. But for now, I don't want to get attacked in the back by bikes. I prefer it if there's only one path. I see 2 bridges. I think I'm going to destroy that bridge to the south as well. And then we'll just attack to the right onto sky blue. Why my 2 harvesters just sat here? Just keep harvesting the good stuff.
Preparing. Insufficient funds.
I did think my money was starting to run out, but I assumed I was just finished harvesting the juicy patches, but no, apparently they were just taking a quick break.
Insufficient funds. Preparing. Unit
There's no
ready.
time off for my army. We'll just crush you quickly, if you don't mind.
Unit
And then we shall
lost.
destroy the ground where you stand.
Insufficient funds.
Wait. Oh. I thought he was going to fall into the sea. Instead, he's just sort of stranded. We believe in you. Go explore. Let's finally secure this tree. Am I going to lose? Look at this level of advanced military tech as it tries to take on 1 man with a rifle. Please, die sometime this year. Good lord, that was so close. I can't kill the other man. It's not possible. Screw it.
Infantry reporting. Awaiting order.
Execute him. Right, what are we doing? Let's camp this bridge over here in case of more harvesters. Whilst we plan. Might be disruptor time.
Preparing.
Numbers are getting good.
Unit prepared. Unit ready.
Oh, I didn't mention when I did this, but I built an engineer because I wanted to repair this bridge so that my harvesters and my army can actually meet up a little better. Because I destroyed all those other bridges, there's basically only one path of attack, and it's to this bridge in the bottom right of my screen. So I feel pretty safe in restoring that bridge now. Because nothing is going to attack me unless it walks past my army anyway.
Repairing.
Ah, I executed that man that was next to the Tiberian field. Perfect. Another kill for me.
Unit repaired. Unit
Get out of my way, I'm trying to select my army. Right, what are we dealing with? Probably a job for the bombers. We'll just wait for them. Once they bomb the first target, hopefully I'll see something else and I'll retarget.
Subterranean unit.
That's terrifying. Subterranean. I don't like that.
Subterranean unit detected. Unit lost.
Flame tanks, okay. Scary, but not the worst. The worst is APCs. With engineers inside. Not saying they always have engineers inside, but sometimes they do, and that is terrifying. I didn't watch what happened to my bombers, but I noticed that RPG launcher is destroyed. Has been since rebuilt as a standard component tower. So that's good.
Unit lost.
Yeah, I'm not here to chip away at odds and ends. I'm here for the big targets. I want war factories.
Unit lost.
I want construction yards. I want barracks.
Unit lost.
And I want very irritating Vulcan turrets. I think they know better. I do destroy some stuff as I go, not because I think destroying that power plant is going to help me in any way. It's just blocking a lot of my units. Can't really move.
Unit lost.
Okay. It's another player basically taking out the game.
Unit lost.
Oh, I should get the barracks. Otherwise it will just spam infantry and that will get annoying very fast.
Unit lost.
Just stuff it.
Unit
Just
lost.
get that barracks. I don't care if I lose my whole army, just get the barracks. Maybe I'll get the helipads on the way out.
Unit lost.
In fact, there's so few units, let's actually just kill them.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
And have one anti-air unit remaining, but I think my opponent only has one aerial unit remaining. It's kind of fair.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Subterranean
Interesting.
unit detected.
What the hell is going on over here? Okay. So, I just destroy my own walls. That is what I mean. That was a subterranean APC
Building.
filled with engineers. It is exactly what I warned you about, but because of the walls, they had to unburrow on the other side of the walls, and obviously engineers can't get through walls. And now we're gonna...
Subterranean unit detected. Construction complete. Building.
Not engineers that time.
Construction complete.
Still,
Building.
annoying.
Construction
Have no more of that.
Unit lost. Construction complete.
It's just terrifying to see them unburrow so close to my base.
Base under attack. Construction complete.
The concrete's doing its job, and the walls are certainly doing this job. But ooh, that's scary stuff. Like, I lost an attempt. I was over an hour into an attempt, and I lost it. I've lost it once to subterranean APC full of engineers. I've lost it once to flame tanks. About 8 flame tanks all appeared.
Building. Building. Construction complete. Building.
So subterranean units are quite possibly the most frightening thing I can be faced with.
Construction complete. Building. Unit lost.
Oh, they have another helipad at the back. I wonder what was attacking me for a second there. Hello orange, nice buggies. Hello green, nice bikes. Seems it's finally happened then. So, this is something that I can't explain, and I'd like someone else to explain. In this FFA, this is a free-for-all. We are all opposing one another. It's not Nod versus GDI. It's an 8-player free-for-all. Everyone kills everyone else. Why, when I get about halfway through the game and about half the players are dead, do all of the AI ally together? This always happens. Every time I play, this happens. The AI ally together against me. And this is why I said don't think it's over, don't think it gets easy now. I don't know what the trigger is for this happening, but it happens every time. And from now on, I imagine, if I've understood the timing correctly, all of the AI are just against me. So it's gone from being an FFA to a 1v3. 3, right? Yeah, I killed purple, red, dark blue, and sky blue is basically gone. Yeah, it's 1v3 now. But for some reason the AI just team up on me. I don't know why. You see, look, there are those Nod buggies. They're just driving through the base. They don't care. They were next to those attack bikes earlier. They just don't care. They're on the same team. I don't know what causes this. Three times I've had attempts that have got sort of an hour deep, and every time it gets to a point where the AI just allies against me, and I don't know why. And I don't like it. It's not fair. I'm getting bullied here. And he's running away to one of his allies' bases now. He's not off to attack someone. He just attacked me. He's got no ammo left. He's running off to feel safe somewhere else. Alright, 2 Titans are going to take all eternity to destroy this base. Here are some nice friendly Nod bikes and some friendly Nod buggies from different teams. What is this? There's a conspiracy, I say. But this is where the game gets hard. Because up to now, a lot of these units just haven't attacked me because they were busy fighting each other, I presume. Now, everything comes my way. Everything comes from my harvesters. Everything comes to my base. All the subterranean units start appearing at my base.
Insufficient funds.
Well, we persevere. Yeah, I'll mop up this base. There's basically nothing here, but I'll mop it up anyway.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Tell you what, I built all those disruptors, but they're kind of more useful on base defense than anything else. They will make real short work of any flame tanks. I mean, no threat whatsoever. Yeah, red is just done for. Red is nothing. He's sold all of his buildings. He's just some infantry. Look at that rapid fire sonic weaponry. That's what we like to see.
Unit ready.
Hello, orange and green. You don't feel like killing this GDI scum? Who's your opponent then? No? No, I didn't think so. It's the strange attack force you've gone for. Look, they're even coordinating. I don't think they're actually coordinating. I think it's just a coincidence. But still, it looks kind of like coordination. Right, screw it, I'm sending the big boys in. Now that I believe it's 3v1. And I do think it's 3v1. We've only seen orange and green, but I think it's 3v1. I'd be surprised if the third colour, whoever that is... Ah, why don't I bomb that thing? That artillery is so annoying. There we go. Yeah, whatever the other colour is and whatever they're doing, I assume they've allied.
Training. Unit ready.
Beautiful. Right, big army. Let's see if we can smash someone else open.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On my way.
I dread to think how much money I'm controlling here, but it's a lot.
Building.
On my way.
Training. Insufficient funds.
Orders received.
Still not convinced the Disruptor army is better than the Titan army, when you think how many more Titans you could have
Unit
for the
ready.
same money. But I don't know, this is their chance to prove me wrong.
Sir.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
I know I'm fighting two Nod opponents, so I'm bringing the stealth detection.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can't quite remember where this base is either, so I'm going to creep forwards.
Yes, sir.
Although it shouldn't be here, this is too close to Sky Blue's spawn location. It's probably a bit further south.
Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Waiting orders.
Okay, looks like I found it.
Ready.
Sir. Ready. Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
Call in the bombers on that.
Moving out. On my way.
You know how bad one artillery is. That's too many artillery.
Unit boss.
I'm panicking. And that's aircraft with no anti-air on my team. I'm panicking. 5 artillery, what is this?
Unit ready.
Is this serious competitive play all of a sudden?
Unit boss.
And my stealth detection is out of range. Good work, bombers. Keep it up, keep it up. There's another
Unit
artillery.
boss. Unit boss.
Right, in we go.
Unit boss. Subterranean unit detected.
Kill the stealth, maybe?
Unit boss.
No.
Unit
Okay.
boss.
We lost
Ready.
all of our disruptors, and we did basically nothing, because they're just going to rebuild it. But we saw,
Unit ready.
I repeat, we saw the construction yard. So we know where our target is, and that's artillery coming for me.
Yes, sir. Unit reporting.
Probably more than one. There we go.
Yes, sir. On my way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Orange is not best pleased with me, it seems.
sir. Orders received. On my way.
That's fine. I'm not his biggest fan either.
Unit ready.
Do like the mobility of the hovers.
Yes, sir. No problem. Yes, sir. You got it. Orders received. Yes, sir. On my way. Waiting orders. Moving out. Unit ready. Orders received. Sir.
Holding back the enemy's multi-pronged attacks shouldn't be too bad, guys. Let's spread out a little bit, shall we? I know it's safe to harvest the Tiberium near home. Nobody wants to take any risk, but somebody's got to. In fact, 2 of you have got to. Hang on.
Building.
Right, do your job, and do it with courage. I think if I sent 1 harvester to each tree, that will probably last indefinitely.
Unit ready.
It's not the fastest income in the world, but hey ho, it's something.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Sir. Yes, sir.
Well, as I said before, we're at that point of the game where
Unit ready now. Yes, sir.
all of the enemies have allied against me. Although saying that, I've only seen 2. I've seen orange and green working together. It is possible the 3rd AI has already been crippled by the others. Maybe they turned on him earlier in the game,
On board.
before this impromptu alliance was formed. So it might just be 1v2. Might not be as bad as I think. I do love my 2 idle harvesters.
Unit ready.
Busy trying to harvest the sea. I'm just trying to figure out exactly where the construction yard was. I mean, we saw it earlier, but remembering it is something else. I am building up the bombers now because I want to try
Unit ready.
a 6-man bombing run. All in on the con yard. If we get it, it's worth it. I don't care how many bombers it costs me.
Preparing. Insufficient funds. Preparing. Building. Insufficient funds. Preparing. Insufficient funds.
To be fair, if all they're going to do is throw handfuls of infantry at me, I don't mind. It's making me look silly with my whole, "Ooh, be careful of when they team up against you" warning. And then I get attacked by a handful of bikes, a couple of buggies, and 6 infantry. It was scary last time, okay? Look, look, more infantry.
Insufficient funds.
Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so here's the plan as I see it. I'm going to take 1 hover, speedy, good at scouting,
Preparing.
and I'm going to run it into the enemy base. I'm going to attack ground where I think the construction yard is, just to confirm, because if I hit it with a forced attack, it will reveal itself.
Unit lost.
Once it's revealed, then I know where to send the bombers. 6 bombers are going to go swooping in
Unit
when they're
ready.
all built. Blow up the con yard
Unit prepared.
in 1 sortie, and home we go.
Insufficient funds.
And this is rather annoying. Alright, Harvester, let's get in there.
Partisan under attack.
Curses are too smart for me. I can't save it, I'll never get anything there in time. Best I can do is explode in their face. Take that.
Unit lost.
I should probably cut off this
Unit
small
ready.
trickle of infantry more seriously. If I cut it off at the bridge, it's going to be better than trying to deal with it where I am.
Unit ready.
Titans are my weapon of choice for dealing with infantry, don't ask. They can crush, okay?
Base
But
under
apparently no
attack.
one can even fire from over there for some reason.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Not sure if the software picks it up or not, but you might be hearing a clicking every now and again. Apologies if you are. That's me muting and unmuting my microphone, because I have a bit of a cough and I'm trying to save your precious ears. You can thank me later.
Unit ready. Cancelled.
Pilot reporting. Sir?
Alright, it's time. Let's find this con yard.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Training.
Let's cautiously avoid this bike as well.
Yes, sir. Unit reporting. On my way. On my way.
Unit ready.
Moving out.
Oh, I suppose I should say, I'm just parking my bombers near the broken bridge.
Moving out.
They don't need to launch from their helipad, it doesn't actually do anything. They're fully armed, so
You got it.
whether they're waiting on the ground or waiting at home, it doesn't matter. I just want them as close as possible. Right, let's find this thing. It's here, right? Fire?
Unit lost.
No, it's not. Where was it? There-ish. Right. I hope I got this. I know where it's not, I don't know where it is.
Unit lost.
Okay, I mean, I hit it. Second bombing run.
Unit lost.
Right.
Unit lost.
Good. That was a strategy. Almost. Great. Right, well, okay, well, back to plan A then, I suppose. I'm just going to storm the front
Ready.
with a massive army of Titans.
Unit ready.
Unit reporting. Sir, on my way. Sir. Unit ready. On my way. Awaiting order. Moving out. Sir. Loud and clear.
Look, I tried to do something different, alright? I tried to be experimental, it didn't work.
Ready.
Awaiting order.
All I've learned is never take any risks.
Unit
Just
ready.
stick to brute force. Never let you down.
Moving out. Unit reporting.
On hold. Building. Subterranean unit.
That's pretty frightening.
Unit ready. You got it. You got it.
Harvester under attack.
Now, I didn't consciously leave these Titans behind. I just kind of forgot them. Which is very fortunate.
Unit ready.
And I think I'm going to leave them there.
Yes, sir.
Training. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Hang on. What colour are those? Is that our third opponent? Or is that orange? I can't barely tell.
Insufficient funds.
Orders received. Orders received.
I genuinely can't tell.
Sir.
Oh, well, whatever. We'll just kill him.
Moving out. Unit reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. You got it.
Unit ready.
On my way. Unit reporting. Moving out. On my way.
Unit boss.
Yes, sir. Sir. On my way. Yes, sir. Unit reporting.
I don't see any way they can hold me back here.
Unit ready.
One tick tank is,
Sir.
I mean, it's resilient, but it's not that good.
Float unit detected.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Unit ready.
I love how slow fast is.
Unit boss.
Fast isn't always this slow, by the way. This is just some sort of slow down because there's so much going on, I think.
Unit boss.
There are times when the game certainly runs faster and times where it runs slower.
Unit boss.
That's more infantry than I was expecting.
Unit boss.
We'll do a bit of crushing.
Unit boss. Float unit.
What a sound.
Unit boss.
On my way.
Is there a sweeter sound in any game than the squish of the Command & Conquer series?
Cloak unit detected.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Unit
Oh, it's so
boss.
good.
On my way.
Unit
Go on, a
boss.
bit more, a bit more.
Unit boss.
Moving out. You got it.
Unit boss. Cloak unit detected.
No problem. Yes, sir. On my way.
Unit boss.
Please die, Hand of Nod. If the Hand of Nod dies, this
Unit boss.
guy can't do anything anymore.
Unit
If it doesn't,
boss.
he's going to spam infantry to the end of time.
Unit boss. Cloak unit detected.
Damn it, I was enjoying myself too much with the squishing.
Cloak unit detected.
Run for your life, man.
Subterranean Unit detected.
On my way.
Subterranean,
Unit
okay.
detected.
Nice attempt.
Base under attack.
Sir, on my way. Yes, sir.
You know, look at this, and I do wonder if that was 5 engineers and the Titans weren't there, or I wasn't paying attention, would they get into the base? I mean, they might do, in all honesty.
Waiting on my way. No problem.
Oh god, here we go. It's time for nothing but mass infantry.
Building. Harvester under attack. Unit boss. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Interestingly, it seems that Orange doesn't have much in the way of money.
Unit ready. Training.
Now, he will spam infantry if he has the funds to do so, because he has nothing else to spend his money on, because he doesn't have a war factory anymore,
Unit boss.
and he can't build buildings.
Insufficient
So he will just
funds.
build infantry like a madman. I've had it happen to me before. But he's not doing that. Which means he's low on money. I mean, it's possible I destroyed his harvester. He can't replace it if I have. He can't build a refinery. He can't build any vehicles. So he could be flat broke.
Harvester under attack. Building.
You just stop walking past me. It's very rude.
Harvester under attack. Unit
Green
ready.
suddenly rushing to his teammate's aid. Again, with nothing but infantry.
Unit lost. Training. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Training. Harvester under attack. Unit lost.
Well, look, in a war of attrition,
Unit lost.
I must be coming out ahead.
Unit ready.
Because I'm killing everything, and I'm taking basically 0 losses. I have about 8 harvesters by this point, going all around the world.
Unit ready.
Even if I'm against 2 opponents. They can't be earning more than me, and they can't be more efficient than I am. So I feel pretty comfortable with this spot. Strange position for a harvester, but he is full. I guess he just did that tree to the left and then decided he'd take the scenic route home. Don't blame him, it's been a long mission.
Building. Training. Unit ready.
Right, let's see if we can end orange once and for all.
Ready. Unit ready. Insufficient funds. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost.
In the meantime, I'm prepping another 6 orcas. They've been a big letdown, but we give them a chance to redeem themselves. We're nice like that.
Unit ready.
In all fairness, I'm giving some of my pilots the chance to die on a suicide run. I'm not that nice, but
Cloak unit detected.
I mean, there's potential glory to be had. Just ask McNeil, he was only in it for the glory, right?
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Seems Green's remembered that he has the ability to produce vehicles. Could be detrimental, whatever, the base can handle that.
Unit lost.
I just want that hand on Nod.
Lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit lost. Cloak unit detected. Unit lost.
Alright, we don't have time for this, not if they still have functional aircraft. Let's just get the target. We can have fun toying with everything else after. That's what we're here for.
Unit lost. Unit
Right, I'll
lost.
take the helipad while I'm here too. It's the only other thing he can produce from. Right, and I'm aware he has 3 of them, but
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost.
you know, start as we mean to go on.
Unit lost.
Okay, good.
Harvester under attack.
Oh,
Harvester under attack.
I did not notice this was going on. Fortunately, they decided to attack my AFK harvesters. So, we came out alright, but I mean, that could have gone badly.
Harvester under attack.
Can you stop attacking my harvesters,
Unit
please?
lost.
Look, you destroyed one of my
Unit lost.
mutinous harvesters.
Unit lost.
How could you?
Insufficient funds.
That was a very expensive ornament. And now it's lost. Forever. And can this damn... Banshee? It's called a Banshee, right? Can this damn prototype fighter please land?
Preparing.
It's got no ammo left, it's no threat anymore, but it's irritating. It's like a fly, it just buzzes around you.
Preparing.
And even though you swing wildly at it and you're putting its life in danger,
Insufficient funds.
it gets some kind of kick out of it and it just tries to get even closer to you.
Preparing. Unit prepared.
Right, well, that's you done.
Unit ready.
Yeah, no one else really needs repairing. I'm not going to send someone off for repairs because they're missing 10% of their health. The guy who's on fire, he can go, but that's it.
Preparing. Insufficient funds.
What with the convoy of harvesters?
Preparing.
They're all angry at me because I destroyed their one remaining refinery.
Insufficient funds.
You could have been a lot more powerful, Orange, if you'd actually used these things. Are you trying to attack me with the harvesters now? I'm going to assume that's a fight I don't need to manage.
Insufficient funds. Preparing.
I'm still stuck.
Insufficient funds. Unit lost.
How are we doing? I feel like I had more Titans than this when this started. That can't be right.
Unit lost.
We're not fighting harvesters.
Preparing. Unit repaired. Building. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Lost?
Unit lost. Subterranean.
Touche! Touche!
Unit ready. Subterranean unit detected.
Yes, I am worried if these were engineers. They could actually breach the perimeter. They're only sitting still and fighting me because they can shoot back, and I'm not taking that chance.
Building.
I had something I was going to say, and I was just pausing on it for a moment there, and I've forgotten what it was. Oh yes,
Building.
Orange. Orange decided to... How'd you do this again? I never build these things. Did you build them into the walls, or did you... Ah, okay. Yes, Orange.
Building.
He felt that the game was over for him. Which was, so well spotted. But because of that, he sold all of his buildings, and that gave him a sudden influx of light infantry, which of course my Titans can't defeat. Using regular gunfire,
Construction complete.
they could defeat them if they stepped on them, but I wasn't controlling them, so... Hey ho.
Building. Building.
Right, the base is now more
Construction
secure than it was before.
complete. Building.
Assuming no idiot opens the gate for them, we'll be fine. Bombers ready to rock.
Unit ready. On hold. Building.
Funds just aren't flowing quite as quickly as I'd like. We'll get one more harvester.
Unit ready.
Scoop up some of this precious stuff that no one else wanted. We can go there afterwards.
Unit ready.
Sir, on my way. Unit reporting.
Seriously though, subterranean APCs is basically the only thing I'm afraid of at this point. So I don't mind overcommitting to defense.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Sir, moving out.
Insufficient funds.
Received. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Moving out. Waiting orders, sir. Moving out.
Just do a touch of scouting in the meantime. I need to get a feel for what Green's base is. Perhaps there's a vulnerability. Perhaps we can bomb it.
Preparing.
Is that Tiberium up there? It is.
Insufficient
Blue
funds.
Tiberium.
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
Preparing.
I'm going to bomb the infantry, by the way. It might be an overkill,
Ready.
but I don't care.
Building. Unit prepared.
Sir. Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir.
It seems somewhat ridiculous to bring 6 bombers to deal with 3 infantry, but I've tried fighting infantry with hovers before and it just doesn't work.
Unit ready.
Look how satisfying that is. That's the best use I've ever found of these bombers.
Unit ready.
Not a great claim to fame for the bombers, but these incredibly expensive aircraft are best used for neutralizing 100
Unit ready.
credits. Infantry, but there you go. Half scouting, half hiding at the moment. There's 2 light infantry, I can't handle that.
Unit
Please leave me
ready.
alone, I mean you no harm.
On my way. Orders received. On my way. On my way. Moving out. Yes, sir. On my way. Yes, sir. On my way. On my way. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Right, orange definitely has nothing left, building-wise.
Way. Moving out.
I'll call it an airstrike on that harvester. I see
Yes, sir.
a handful of infantry.
Way. Yes, sir.
Then we should get the orange has been eliminated pop-up.
Yes, sir. On my way.
Let's go find green.
Yes, sir.
And also mysterious 8th player.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where are you, green? You over here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On my way.
What is green? Green's Nod, because he keeps attacking me with bikes.
Insufficient funds.
Okay.
On my way.
He has artillery, and they are
Unit
stealthed.
ready.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out.
It's about as awkward an opponent as you could ever hope for.
Orders received. Orders
Good to know, good to know.
moving out. On my way. Yes, sir. Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's this? We've got an alternate path into his base.
Orders received. Yes, sir.
Could be useful, could be useful.
Received. On my way. On my way.
Unit ready.
Received. Yes, sir. Orders received. Orders received. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Not going to be
Unit
useful.
lost.
Stealth artillery, stealth obelisk, and a banshee protecting that.
On my way. Unit
If anything, I'd say the front was less protected.
Unit ready.
Oh well,
waiting orders.
only one way to get in there.
Moving out. Moving out.
Should I repair this bridge
Unit
for a more
ready.
direct route? I don't know, it seems like too much hard work. Let's just walk around.
Insufficient funds.
In the meantime, I could bomb some of this, I suppose.
Unit ready.
It doesn't achieve anything for me.
Insufficient funds.
Red is
Training.
not even going to move,
Training.
but it might save me some seconds later.
Preparing.
That's nice.
Training. Unit prepared. Unit ready.
Sir. Sir. Yes, sir. Waiting on my way. Sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Orders received. Orders received. Moving out.
Unit ready.
Sir.
Unit ready.
Sir. Orders received.
Unit lost.
Moving out. Orders received. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Training.
Waiting orders. Unit ready.
Again, I could be attacking with disruptors and things like that, but I just don't think it's worth it.
Unit ready.
Against mass artillery, the sheer numbers of
Insufficient funds.
mass titans.
Unit ready.
And they're quite robust, they can survive a few shots
Unit
each.
ready.
I could also bring the bombers in when I actually do the attack, do some suicide bombing runs on the
Training.
artillery.
Unit ready.
You know, we can cobble together some
Unit
kind of
ready.
plan-ish.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Unit ready. Waiting order. Good as done.
Unit ready.
Orders received. Good as done.
Unit ready. Player was
Okay,
defeated.
that's orange gone.
Orders received.
Green's very annoyed that I dared to fight against orange. No, wait. Did I destroy a harvester from green?
Unit
I saw a
ready.
harvester from green. Did I actually destroy it, or was that orange's?
Waiting orders.
Oh, he even knows anymore. Let's just kill these things. What's a couple of buggies gonna do? Right, good effort, Green. Now, on to more pressing matters. How far forwards can I send my sensor array? Because I wanted to deploy it as far forward as I can in order to reveal the stealth, but I don't want to go so far forward I start getting shot by the artillery. And I can't really eyeball artillery range yet. I'm gonna have to do better than that. That doesn't reveal anything.
Unit ready.
The bomber's ready.
Ready. Training. Unit ready.
Oh no, it's one cyborg. Textbook ambition.
Unit ready.
Alright, forwards we go. Well, if my hover's not getting shot here, then presumably I can move in line with that.
Unit lost.
One infantry to test. That's the limit. That's...
Unit lost.
I mean, it was inside the detection ring, but apparently it's not good enough. Whatever, slow it down so we can actually focus. I'm ready on the bombers. We're gonna make use of hotkeys. Look at us go.
Harvester under attack. Unit lost.
Right, maybe I'll kill the front ones and we can bomb the back ones.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Please don't go invisible on me when I'm halfway through killing you. It's irritating. Alright, bombers, I don't care how many of you die. If you kill one artillery, it's worth it.
Unit lost.
So keep this attack going.
Unit lost.
We've had a conyard, that's pretty good.
Unit lost.
For some reason there's fireworks going on outside my window. Maybe they've heard whispers of my impending victory. Thank you, everyone, thank you.
Unit ready.
You can't hear the fireworks, so it just makes me look like I've gone mad. But trust me, it's happening.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Insufficient funds. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Now I know where the conyard is, but there's obelisks and lasers on all sides. It's kind of scary.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit
That was an
ready.
obelisk off to the top left.
Unit lost.
Let me get rid of this damn stealth generator so I can actually see what's going on. Right, there's more buildings than I thought there was.
Unit lost.
Oh, I suppose they've been getting rebuilt, haven't they?
Unit ready.
Right, we got one target and one target only. Well, actually we had two, but one target's already hit. That's not the engineer. Although by rights it probably should be. Permanent damage achieved.
Unit lost.
If we get the Hand of Nod as well, that's it. This guy's done for. And then it's just one mysterious player. Off in the corner somewhere. There is someone in the bottom left corner. But like I said, maybe Green
Building.
beat the living daylights out of him earlier on, and he's just 4 light infantry and a harvester cowering in the corner. I don't know. We will investigate shortly. But this is looking fantastic.
Unit lost.
Bit of unnecessary death just to cap it off. The GDI way.
Unit ready.
We power down this obelisk. Just gonna bomb some more of these guys to speed things up. I probably don't need quite so much on defense anymore. I'll keep the infantry. Right, over we go. How's it going, lads? Handful of infantry. Standard opposition. Standard solution.
Unit ready.
Gotta control my bombers, make sure we get optimal bombing pattern here. Look at that.
Unit ready.
Like a well-oiled machine. Point that's a small number of infantry dealt with. Value for money, I'll call them.
Training. Unit ready.
The fireworks have stopped. I'm disappointed.
Unit ready. Insufficient funds.
What even is that? I guess it's a laser? Looks like I'm shooting a tree. Green's clearly the best colour to play as. You got that camouflage advantage.
Training. Unit ready.
Well, AI gentlemen, I've got to say, it's been a pleasure. But I think this one is in the bag. Unless the final AI has a serious army just waiting for me, but I can't believe the final AI has anything. It would have contributed to the fight in some capacity.
Unit
It wouldn't just
lost.
sit there building up a massive force. That's not the way the AI does things. It likes to get active. Only ever against me, but active nonetheless. Slow and steady does it, I guess.
Unit ready.
Ah. One step too close.
Base under attack.
That's a fair point. I should probably take out the helipads. Alright, one last ditched effort.
Unit ready.
Is this thing finally powered down? Yes, it is. Okay. I'll just ask the Banshees politely not to take off again, and we're in business.
Training. Unit
That seems to be
ready.
working. What a plan. Tell you what, I'll send a small detachment of infantry. How about that?
Insufficient funds. Unit lost.
You sold the obelisk, didn't you? Smart. I thought the game is feeling a bit slow.
Unit ready.
I did notice it earlier, I didn't say anything. I thought maybe the game is lagging a bit.
Unit ready.
Sometimes when the AI gets confused, it starts to lag, or when there's too many things happening on screen at once, it lags. It also lags when I scroll the screen, which you can probably notice.
Building.
So I thought maybe the game's just lagging a bit. But no, I just forgot to put the speed back up. Entirely my fault. That's bad. I don't like it when it's entirely my fault. I like it when it's partially my fault,
Unit
but
ready.
primarily someone else's fault.
Unit
I don't have any anti-air, but these aircraft will run out of ammunition at some point. See?
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Oh wait, there's another obelisk. Right. Let's put an end to that quickly.
Unit lost. Unit
Can you
ready.
stop pretending to shoot me, Harpy? I know you've got no ammo. You just land so I can finish you off.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Fine, have it your way, just float there forever.
Lost.
I'll bring anti-air if I have to.
Unit
Good lord, they're
ready.
sending the harvesters at me.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Okay, the harvesters are actually dealing some damage. That's what you get for underestimating the harvesters. Oh, you finally ran out of fuel then. The true last-ditch effort of green. It's the same as Orange's plan, they really were talking to one another. It's to sell all of your buildings, rush the Titans with infantry, and then convoy up the harvesters. It's an ambitious plan.
Unit
Last time
lost.
somehow I lost all of my Titans to this, let's not do that again. I'm going to actively kite against harvesters.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Wonderful.
Unit ready.
Back to bombing.
Unit ready.
I should probably just send some units over there at some point. Actually, more importantly, I should make damn sure the final base doesn't have anything. It could be locked up with mountains of defences, I don't know.
Unit ready. Training.
Thinking about it, there are reasons why the final base might not be getting involved in the fight. He might be blocked. He might have, say, a very narrow exit, and two harvesters have met and blocked one another. That happens, and then neither of them is willing to give way to the other, and then his whole army could be trapped in with him. So he could have some forces.
Unit ready.
More likely, I think, is that he was just wounded early on, and there's barely anything left of him.
Unit ready.
He hasn't been eliminated. If he was eliminated, it would say in the top left. We would have seen it. We never did. Though interestingly, we didn't see Green's elimination either, right? I don't think I saw Green's
Unit
elimination.
ready.
Oh well, whatever, he's probably got a harvester somewhere. We'll track him down later, but let's see what we're dealing with. Also, these hovers got here a path that I didn't know was possible.
In
Once again, the units know more about the topography than I do, and I've played the map 6 times. I'm going to have to bomb that.
unit ready.
Otherwise it's going to flatten all of my units when I'm not looking, I already know it. I don't know if this guy's GDI or Nod, so take precautions.
Unit ready.
What are you, and what have you got? Well, I see craters, which means a fight took place here. I see a building. You are GDI, okay, no need for stealth detection. But I'm going to set it up anyway. I brought it, I may as well use it. It serves me absolutely no purpose. There's not a single unit it can detect,
Unit ready.
but I'm going to damn well use it. We've got a harvester that's just given up. Okay, you were whacked earlier, weren't you? I'm pretty sure green did this to you, and you just lost the will to fight. Why, there's so many infantry inside this refinery. What is this? What's going on?
Unit lost.
And it's hard to crush it because I have so many hovers in the way. Hey, you've got an AFK harvester as well. Once I spawned in this bottom left position, by the way, and my harvester got stuck exactly where that one is. So, I guess this is a common fault with this spawn.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Seeing there's 2 remaining harvesters are bugged out. It's possible that
Unit lost.
it was some sort of priority bug.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Where they were squabbling. Probably the back one
Unit lost.
was scheduled to go into the refinery next,
Unit lost.
and so the front one was waiting, but the back one couldn't get to the refinery because the front one was in the way, and so they just got stuck in this loop. It's probably more technical than that, and not. There probably is logic to stop something like that happening, but if you play this game enough, you start to see
Unit lost.
little harvester blocks that don't go
Unit lost.
resolved in any way, shape, or form without the player taking action.
Unit lost.
So if those little glitches happen to the AI is just kind of stuck. But it would only stop those 2 harvesters and that one refinery.
Insufficient funds.
I notice in this place I'm not seeing a construction
Unit
yard.
lost.
So my prediction that someone hammered them ages ago is probably correct. When I say someone, it's going to be green. He's the only one anywhere near that base. Just blow that up. It's the only thing left that can fight back realistically. I mean, there's some Vulcans, but who cares about this? Oh, right, there's another one.
Unit lost.
You're a brave man, soldier. Don't know where you came from, but brave. Give me the fast units. While we wait on the bombers, let's just tidy red up a bit.
Unit lost.
Good lord, he's got more infantry than I thought.
Unit lost.
Where are the bombers where I need them?
Unit lost.
Okay, I can't actually kill that.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
I thought red was a joke.
Unit lost.
But who's going to get the last laugh now?
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Hang on, I just seen something. By the service depot. Is that... That's that Orca from Light Blue, I think it is. That ages ago I said he was flying off to one of his allies.
Unit lost.
Yeah, it was Light Blue. He was middle right. When we destroyed his base, we destroyed his helipad. He flew that thing into the bottom left corner, and I made a joke like, oh, there he goes, retreating to his allies. Because that was about the time where green and orange were just running through his base and not fighting him. So the alliance had been formed. He seriously did. He ran it to his ally. Specifically his ally's repair facility. He's not smoking, so maybe he got a repair. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. And now he's just chilling in his ally's base. In range of multiple base defenses that should automatically target him. But none of them are. They are seriously allied. Alright, prepare to get squished.
Unit
Imagine you're the last remnants of an entire army. And all of you just get walked on. That's it. That's how you go.
Unit lost.
Tell the tale of the valiant red base. What happened to the survivors? Stepped on.
Unit lost. Unit
Why aren't you
ready.
dead? Why does it not tell me the player has been eliminated? Where are you hiding? Oh, okay. Well, if that's the final enemy, that's fine.
Unit lost.
But yes, there was no construction yard here, so
Under attack.
someone did a number on pink. And for once it wasn't me. So at some point, the enemies were fighting one another. That's nice.
Unit ready.
And then I guess they recognized me as a threat, and they stopped. Strategically selling off one power plant is not going to save you. Oh right, there's a bridge up there. I forgot about that bridge. When I spawned in the bottom left, my first action was to blow up that bridge. So I forgot about its existence. You have to forgive me for that one. You ran as far as you could,
Player
but
was
Sky Blue has been defeated. The last infantry of red has been defeated. Pink's harvester is trying to massage or harvest my sensor array. I mean, he is trying to fight. He's looking for some weapons. He's ramming me.
Unit
He's
lost.
got farming equipment mounted on the front that's just not powerful enough to get through military grade armor. He's trying his damnedest. I'm coming for your harvester. Let's end this once and for all. Oh, it's been a long time coming.
Player was defeated.
Game. Everyone's been defeated, right? Alright, let's explore. Someone's got something somewhere. Who's even still in the game? Pink's out, red's out. Sky Blue is out. Clown Speed is on. Hey, it's not so clowny.
Ready.
Seems in a different draw engine, render engine, whatever you want to call it. Graphics mode.
Ready.
Also impacts the speed somewhat. So fast this is actually playable. Who would have known?
Unit ready.
Ah, it was green. Right. I said at the time green was still
Unit ready.
in the game.
Unit ready.
This is going to take a while. Bear with me. Seriously, dude, come back. What are you running for?
Training. Unit ready.
I need some bombers, quick.
Unit
There's one
ready.
engineer, guys. Just get back here, man.
Ready.
Good grief, just die. Accept defeat.
Unit
Anyone
ready.
hiding up here? I mean, I presume not, because no one ever went up here, but there could be a helicopter. Right, he's gone. Okay, there's something else somewhere. It's probably still green. It's probably a harvester. It's usually a harvester. What about down here? Oh, wait.
Training. Unit
Oh,
ready.
come on, men. Just go anywhere. If you see a piece of shroud, go explore it. You notice I built jump jets just because they can get places somewhat fast-ish. It's the only time I'm gonna build them, let's be honest. Nope, nothing up there. Some sweet, sweet, juicy Tiberium. I don't need to kill that Viceroid. Viceroid, I don't know how to say it. But I know I don't need to kill it. Oh, come on. Game's over. Aha.
Player was defeated.
It's done. It's over. 1 hour 55. That doesn't feel right. But that's near enough. Ooh. Well, that was fun. Next time I get to do this again. With Nod. At tech level 10. Hopefully you'll join me for that. Oops, my mistake. I shall see you then.